Wake up and be amazing, you amazing humans. I am Trainer Dane. My good friend and Team Sparkle and Grind co-director, I like that title, is Evelina Solis. And we're going to bring our smile today. We're going to laugh often. We're going to share our sunshine. We're going to try to make you laugh. I don't have a joke, but you can send us a joke. And at the end of the day, we're going to make you feel good. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, Evelina, depending on what people are watching.
We're in December, Trainer Dane.
No.
It's the happiest time of year, the most wonderful time of year. Yes. I'm
No.
so excited. I'm wearing my red. You are too. And I'm excited this month to share all of these positive, uplifting things with our community. So hello, Community in Action. We miss you.
We do.
I hope you had happy holidays.
Yeah, I hope you did. I hope you got to spend time with your friends, your family, whatever fills your soul to make you pour into others. Because we've said before, you can't pour from an empty cup. So we're going to, our goal in each video is to spend no more than 10 minutes just to inject sunshine, life, purpose, passion, and ultimately all the things to fill you so you can then lead by example. So where do we want to start today, Miss Evelina?
Well, I was just thinking of the holidays, right, Trainer Dane? I don't know what you got to do for Thanksgiving or what you're planning to do for Christmas, but I know in my family, we love to laugh. And so we laugh often, and it just makes you feel good. My dad has the best dad jokes, or you could say corniest jokes that there is out there. And he shares them with everybody. He shares them at his chiropractor office every time I go because I see the same chiropractor. I'm like, hey, has my dad shared a joke with you today? And they're like, he sure did, because he usually goes in before me. And he'll tell like the staff person, he'll tell the person on the phone while he's waiting. Like say he, ordered something online and he's like calling customer service. He'll have a conversation with them and tell them a joke. I was like, Dad, the dad jokes have got to stop. But he's like, it makes people laugh. And he's like, it's the best way to like break ice, So
I love it because then he becomes known for that. And you're like, what's your dad's first name?
Ramon.
Ramon?
Yeah.
Ramon. Yeah, so Ramon, tell us a joke. Like, I love that. So my dad didn't really necessarily make people laugh, but he always had a magic trick. It didn't matter if you were 10 or he had some silly magic trick. It'd pull a coin from a kid's ear out of their nose, whatever it was. And at the end of the day,
does the same thing. He still does it with the grandkids.
Maybe it's a generational thing. I don't know. But you know what? Then ultimately does that not? Where it brings the sunshine into the world. So I have a new program that I call Age with Awesomeness, and the logo has yellow in it purposefully that I will start sharing with people to let people let their light shine into the world. I think it's so important because each one of us is perfectly made, and oftentimes we kind of put the lampshade on top of ourselves. And I want you to be in a room without the lampshade, right?
Yeah.
And let your light shine.
I love that. I love bringing in the sunshine. We go through everyday life and it can be tough. Yep. And you never know what someone is walking through. Sure. So it's always the best when you get a random text from like a friend or a meme, through social media on Facebook. One of my really great friends, she does this often, and I'll just be like in the middle of something serious and it'll pop open and I can't stop but laugh. But I appreciate that she breaks up the monotony. Like she just breaks up like my day and how it is going. And I always tell her, you had me cracking up today. Their jokes are like your mama jokes or like whatever it can be, but they're hilarious. And a lot of time it's culturally because she's also Mexican American. So it's really funny. We get to share that common bond. But so I love when people are able to switch something up throughout the day or even take a like real serious situation and, not inappropriately, but in a tactful way and tasteful way. Just, have a little fun with it. Poke a little fun.
For sure. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I chose Wake Up and Be Amazing as my tagline. And I say it morning, noon, and night. So it just infuses sunshine. And some people just shake their head like, dude, it's 6 p.m. That's all right. You can wake up. You can be invigorated for the rest of the evening. But at the end, it's not even about the wake up. It's about just be amazing and let your soul shine. soul to
Yeah, what if
soul.
you took your cat nap? You know what I mean? You have to wake up and be amazing. What if you work second and third shift? You have to wake up and be
Exactly right.
amazing.
So your morning can be different than my morning. No,
Yes.
my buddies tell me because I get up at 3:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. That's really the middle of the night. It's not even. It's not even. It's
It's
not
fun
even.
being in global groups, right, with people from all around the world. They have different time zones. You're like, "Oh, you're going to sleep. I'm waking," or it's in the middle of the night or whatever, but yeah, it's a lot of
So
fun.
as we shoot this, I was on a call just the other day, and it was 4 a.m. for me. So I have my cup of coffee, and then like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in Texas. And he goes, I'm in Portugal. I'm in Australia. I'm in the UK. And it was like 10 a.m. It was 10 p.m. And they're like, you look pretty good for 4 a.m. Well, I've already been up for 30 minutes, but they thought it was crazy. But if you're gonna have a global audience, you just have to adjust to the time zones. But and no matter what time it is, bring the sunshine.
Exactly. I'm in this Facebook group called Global Niche Expert Lounge, and my success squad, they were from New Zealand and from Germany. So it was really crazy trying to do a Facebook Live together, which was required in one of our free Facebook Live challenges. And it was just so funny because it was the same thing. She was like, "Oh, it's the next day." And I'm like, "Well, I'm glad that the world isn't ending and there is December 2nd, coming or whatever day, it happens to be." Um, so I was just like, it's good to know that tomorrow is here.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Do you purposefully set out some days to make people laugh
I
or to bring a
I
smile?
do, but, a lot of times my older brother, he was the comedian of the family, and he's known for the jokes, and so I would just let him shine his light in that way. He's just very witty and quick with a lot of things. I don't you probably have a lot of people in your life, and you have a lot of quick, witty jokes as well, but these people definitely will keep you laughing, and you can feel like your whole just body change because of
Yeah.
the chemicals like being released in the brain. But I do I mean, I don't realize, but I just laugh at a lot of things. Maybe I'm not the one necessarily making people laugh. We also do this exercise sometimes, which we should try with our community here,
Okay.
where you laugh for 1 minute straight. And
Huh.
just it releases this great before you get started into your talk, and everybody is just on this high, and it's so funny because 'cause I'm like, "Well, what are we gonna do? How do you make yourself laugh?" Or whatever, but you start hearing other people laugh, and their laugh is contagious, and then you start laughing at their laugh, and the next person's laughing at their laugh, and before you know it, you can't even stop laughing.
Okay. So are you down for doing
Let's
that
do
on
this.
our next
Let's do
call, our
this.
live
Yes,
call?
for the holidays. Ho, ho,
Absolutely.
ho. You're gonna be laughing, everybody.
And it's silly and nobody walks away sad. Oftentimes when I lead my boot camp classes, we do kind of a silly thing. And even though you've worked hard and you're sweaty and you're tired, but then you have a big cheesy grin. Some of us were blessed. Both of us were blessed with big, beautiful smiles. And then we get to share that. I absolutely love that. So we're going to do a minute of laughter. So if you've watched this, be ready and you'll already understand what Evelyn and I challenge you to do that. What is something they might be able to do in their classroom or
Mhm.
even in their groups, right, at each particular campus, maybe on a Friday?
So I wanted to share if you're reading Building Your Balance, right? We're in this chapter of initiative, and this is toward the end. I think I'm kind of referring even to page 54, 55, and 56. But on page 55, there is actually a classroom that does something with this that I think is a great example that I wanted to share. But they have someone on their staff that is assigned, whether it's weekly or, a different person every day, that has to send something that is funny, whether it's a story they ran across, or like I said, the meme or a joke they heard, but they are intentional with it. So I think this is something that the class can do, with the other teachers is in their group at their school. They can make it a point and say, hey, this week you're in charge of sending one post or one funny joke, or whether it be a meme, and share it with our staff. And then they can obviously, if it's kid appropriate, maybe they can share it with their
Right.
classroom, go home and share it with their family. But it's going to be a ripple effect. And so I love that. I think that's something very easy people could do.
I love that. And then
What
you'd
do
be
you
very
think?
intentional about looking for something, a joke that would make you laugh, right?
Yes.
For
Yeah.
sure. Could you take that to something that is, I think I mentioned in the book too, Feel Good Friday? Can you expound on that a little bit? We talked about it in class.
Yeah. So we want to leave feeling accomplished, right? We want to leave feeling like we have done some good, that we're making some different. And so I think it's good to share. It's always good to share, what good things have happened in your day with other people. And so these are, you talk about wins for the day, you talk about your yay for the day. We've referred to it a lot, but there is this Feel Good Friday. What are things you can do? In certain schools, they allow them to wear whatever they want on Fridays. And, it becomes kind of a topic to talk about,
Sure.
whether it's something they wear on their shirt or,
Silly
something that they really
socks. It could be a
enjoy.
hat. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
Something
this
that,
makes them feel good. And all day
2 different
long, they get
shoes,
to learn more about their personality. So
right?
having like themed, right now, it's the holidays. There's a lot of that you can do with that theme that will make people feel good because it's the season, like we talked about, giving. Was the season of thanks, just all the time giving and thanks. What can we do with that? How can we share that with our coworkers? How can we share that with our classroom, with the students? There's a lot of different creative ways. And so I don't know if you have any ideas, Trainer Dane.
No, I love that. Like I said, I think when it comes to Feel Good Friday, if we have something with silly socks, you could have mismatched socks. You could have mismatched. You could have 2 different shoes. And my mom, I still tease my mom because one day I went to work and she's like, "Mom, you got a black shoe and a brown shoe." But that was by accident. But why couldn't it be? And it's just silly, and then people can be intentional with it. I mean, you could. Who knows? You could cut one sleeve off and have a long sleeve and a short sleeve shirt. I mean, there's a
Exactly.
million different ways you could do it. You could do backwards day, right? You could wear things inside out.
Yes.
I mean,
And
there's
I
just
think another fun thing is with what you eat, right? It talked
oh,
about
there
a
you go.
school will serve spaghetti and they'll eat it with a spoon and then they'll eat their ice cream with a
The
fork.
fork.
Just kind of switch it around. But I mean, a lot of people love pizza on Fridays, make that a tradition. We
Or
do
maybe you
sometimes
eat
at our
pizza
house.
first,
Yeah.
right? Eat it
Yeah.
backwards.
Eat ice cream first, eat your dessert.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. At home, we sometimes do like movie night, so we'll do like popcorn and pizza and movies, and so we know our Fridays are gonna feel good
Yeah.
because of that. So I don't know, there's a lot of ideas y'all can play around with, but we
Share them
just
with
wanted to
us.
share that.
But we wanted to leave you with actionable steps, right? You can assign somebody or volunteer to send a weekly funny joke. You can be challenged to make somebody laugh each day and be intentional. You can do Feel Good Friday, but those are actionable steps to make the culture in your classroom and on your campus that much better. Well, we
Yeah.
always want to make it as quick as possible, right? To give you actionable steps. Evelina, anything you'd like to say before we say sayonara?
Just happy holidays, everyone. We are so excited to continue to just work with you every single week. We are ending 2021 and we're going to end it with a bang. So just be prepared. We're bringing the energy, we're bringing the motivation, we're bringing the education on this end, and we are looking forward to seeing you again.
Absolutely. Our mission is to educate and empower you to success. So go be amazing. We will see you next time. Adios.
Goodbye.